Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today we got another Japanese game. We're playing a hybrid wrestler. So let's see how this plays and what we have here. Alright, since we can't read anything, we'll just pick the first one. Oh, maybe a different button. Ah, okay, so weird. Instead of the usual A or B, it's X that they actually had us picking as an actual thing. It looks like Samus. We got some interest. You know what? I want to check out Samus, and we'll check out this dude. Why not? Alright, I don't know what's going on here. Oh, so we have to pick a lot of people. Okay, fair enough. Skip, yeah, we're gonna skip. You know, let's watch one just to see kind of what we're in store for. I like that they have the commentary that actually tells you what's going on. Which is kind of interesting that it... Alright, are we able to end... We can pause it, but we can't... Okay, so we did wind up having it do what's supposed to do. Okay. I think hitting select did it. This is a game I would definitely like to see instruction that I would have liked to have like the book for. I mean, I'm turning this wrestling match into a kickboxing match. You know, the one thing is we have no health bars, so we don't know what's going on, or when like we have the ability to pin. He likes that armbar, doesn't he? That's all he's doing. The dude's just doing nothing but arm bars. Ah. Alright, that's an annoying enemy that's all they've been doing is just armbar, armbar, armbar. Alright, I see that. I figured out the throw. I haven't figured out like any of the other kick stuff. Nice. Boy, that took the referee forever to get there. That was like a 2 count at least. But the ref just like is all the way in the other. And of course, that's all he does. Like there seems to be that there's a possibility that there's a lot in this game, but this is a game that I think really is going to require a lot of practice, and B, like understanding movesets. This guy seems to like counters and like submissions. But like we don't have any of the stuff that you wouldn't see even in the old school NES like wrestling games and stuff, where the ability to the kick outs and some of that stuff like that. We have no health bars. We have no semblance of anything going on. Like, I punished this dude a lot. All he did was do a couple of armbar takedowns where I slammed him and tombstoned him and did all these things, kick him, all this, but yet somehow he's just able to boom, armbar, and I couldn't break out and do some of the stuff. So it's a very interesting game. So, oh no, I mean, it is a very interesting game. But, like, it seems to be lacking in a lot of things. It seems to be, it does seem to be, like, more where you're almost kind of watching it, where you know stuff's going on, but you don't get, I want to try... Let's see, CP power. So we're dang live crowd. Does the live crowd really matter? So we'll do one more. They seem to be fairly short. We could skip the enemy stuff. So this is definitely the grappler. See, I would like to know how to do like some of the... Because, like, I can't... See, like, we're doing all this stuff, and he seems to be getting hurt, but... I kind of like this dude, though, but I wish I could figure out... But, see, we get kicked out right away. I wish I could figure out how to do, like, the arm bars that he was doing before. Like, he's winded, and he's doing all this stuff, but yet nothing. But, like, they kick out instantly. Like, I don't... I mean, we do... Like, the shoulder buttons don't work in this one. At least not that I'm noticing. They're not doing anything. But, like, no matter what we do, he's just... It's an instant kick out. It doesn't make sense. Like, it looks like he's bloody. It looks like, you know, he's tired and all this stuff. And we're punishing him like crazy. But we can't seem to get any cover on the pin at all. Oh, see, he was able to instantly escape my arm bar that I actually had. But look, when we played against him, we took far less damage, and he did not. So I don't know if I'm not applying something properly. So it's wrestling, but yet boxing. I mean, I guess that's the whole thing with the with the title and all, because it's not just wrestling, but like it doesn't make sense. And how is it I can knock him out, but yet I couldn't pin him? It was just kind of frustrating, to be honest. Like, I don't know, it's very confusing. It's definitely one of those games where you really need to have the book in front of you, or at least read the book so you know. All right. Yeah, there we go. I meant to skip it, but we didn't. Skip, yes. Skip, yes. And we'll go again. Yeah, it's very confusing because you only have the 4 buttons. One of them really doesn't do anything but kind of dodge and block. So, like, all in all, you really only wind up using, like, 2 buttons for the most part. I don't know why he, like, no matter what direction I push, it only goes that one direction. So it seems like it's complex, but like there's not a whole lot. I do like to see that you're like actually making them bleed. I don't know what this dude coming out is doing. Okay, that's interesting. Like all this damage, and we still can't pin him for even a 2 count. And I don't understand how to do his armbar very well. Or at all. I've done it twice, and I thought I knew it, but it's not doing what I wanted to. So, like, again, he's too okay to pin, but not enough to just knock the fuck out. Like, again, I get the wrestling, but it feels more like it's kind of an MMA boxing than it is a wrestling game. Hey, we got to the last one, so we'll give this a go. As complex as it seemed at first, I don't know, the more you play it, the more it's not really. See, he was able to escape that. I don't know why that guy just keeps trying to pick that damn thing up. There we go. See, I don't get it. Like, I wasn't even able to kick out. Like, as soon as he got that in last time, I was just done. I think I understand how to do it now. Yeah, see, instantly escapes. I don't understand, but, like, I could not escape at all. Still. And he's still going for that piece, of that whatever that is. There we go, we submitted him. I mean, it is what it is. I don't know. The game seemed more complex when you first started. It seems like, oh, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot we're missing. But all in all, the game does not feel nearly as intricate as first thought. If that makes sense. Like, you got the thing, I never understood how to counter, but maybe it's just because the enemy never got to throw a punch at me. So none of the other ones had it. Like, all we did was just punch him, kick him, and throw him. Throwing him is so easy, and they never really got out of it to where it was just, we were able to just keep throwing them, grabbing them, putting them down, throwing them. When you understand how to do the arm bar, you just do that. You do the arm bar, then they get out. You drop them again, you get the arm bar, they get out, and then after 3 or 4 of them, they're just instant submits because their arm's already done, so it is what it is. All in all, the game's fun, the game's basic. We didn't really try out a whole lot of guys, but we saw somewhat of what was going on. The AI, even right there in the middle, was kind of stupid. Like our last opponent, he was more focused on picking up whatever that fucking item was in the screen than he had any intention of actually fighting us, which was really stupid and made how he got there, I don't know. Like, that the AI on that was so bad that it's almost like we got handed the victory because he just played it so poorly. All in all, decent little game. Graphically, it's okay. It feels a little slow and sluggish when you're trying to do stuff and everything a couple times. it feels like you're kind of moving in slow-mo, but for the most part, it plays well enough. I would like to know what most of this says and see if there's any adjustments or whatever. And it's definitely a game that you would like to see all the moves, because I'm sure there's a few we're missing, but honestly, I don't think there's that many things that we're actually missing out on. It looks like we got the front suplex back. I mean, I don't know if certain enemies have different kind of throws, like the DDT or the tombstone or whatever. It might be a specific wrestler that does it rather than a generalization for all the movesets, or what, because like his punch was more of an open palm kind of E Honda like attack, where the other guy was more of, you know, the punch, the kick. So everybody had their somewhat unique movesets and attacks and everything, so I'm guessing they do on the throws as well. This guy may be one of the only like actual grapplers, and there be more of them are more brawlers. So I mean, it would be something to dive into and learn, but honestly, without like looking at everybody's movesets and kind of understanding it, it's not worth just kind of jumping in and bothering with a little bit. It's definitely is playable, and if you want to spend the time, there's definitely probably more to learn than I noticed at the time. But for the most part, like I said, there's only 3 buttons, and then once you understand, like I was hitting 2 at the same time, thinking that it was like some of the other wrestling games we played, but it turns out it seems to be less likely that, and just kind of more of being close and hitting, like holding the button and doing a certain thing. So we had like 1 punch, 2 kicks on the guy we played last, and then we, you know, when he's down, you can hit the X button to pin, which obviously I don't even know why they have the pinning, because we've done this game, we did it so many of the guys, and they were dang bleeding, beaten up, and instant 1 count kicked outs. So it seemed absolutely pointless and worthless in that game. But you hit the A button, and then all of a sudden you'll get into his armbar instead. So I'm wondering if any of the other guys had any other unique different movesets for when they're down or what. So interesting little game. I really feel like it's not nearly as good as, if you're a wrestling fan, as some of the other like WWE stuff. Granted, I haven't seen it. We'll see if there's any decent ones on this when we get to the W's, but it's definitely a playable game. Decent amount of characters with a kind of, I feel like a limited moveset on everybody. But I mean, there could be a lot more to explore that I just don't know yet. So with that being said, guys, thanks so much for joining. Until next time, you guys have a good one.